When predicting the future of labor, I'm from the hustler school of thought, that as computers and automation begin to eat away at the foundation on which many conventional industries were built, it's the entrepreneurs, those who hustle to create for themselves, that are on the upward trajectory. It's these entrepreneurial paths that'll ultimately reign supreme. And through the course of my travels, one unexpected but really interesting side benefit is seeing the various ways that destinations and their residents seem to be dealing with the shared economy.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
You're not Natasha.
I am not, I'm Cameron.
Nice to meet you, Matt.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
My vacation rental came with an in-person check-in. Luke and Cameron were two young San Diegans, both of whom knew the property and their city inside and out. Over welcome beer, Luke invited us to the farmer's market that weekend to see his recycled art display, and Cam gave us a little flyer for his bonfire business.
What's the big secret to being the best?
Communication, respect, and just attention to detail.
Amen to that.
And I'd say putting the customer first and listening to the feedback.
And who's the customer, the traveler or the owner?
The guest primarily.
And then the owner.
And we tell the owners that if we keep the guests happy, you guys will be happy.
It's a good way of looking at it.
Keep the guests happy, they'll keep coming back because they feel appreciated, they feel like they're getting their value.
Enter San Diego. It's not New York, it's not San Francisco, it's not Austin, and yet it was here that I met more young, enthusiastic entrepreneurs doing real, meaningful work. Above all else, San Diego's young entrepreneurs weren't wasting their time obsessing over the things they couldn't control. They were identifying niches, getting to work, making money, and enjoying the process. Getting introduced wasn't done through a guidebook, nor any extensive Google research, but rather a vacation rental company called Bluewater Vacation Homes, which represents about 70 luxury homes up and down the San Diego coast. Little did I know that the moment I booked a Bluewater rental, I'd gain access to way more than just a property. I'd be entering a lifestyle. The term vacation rental can mean a lot of things, but at the very core, it's a movement unlocking a whole new way to travel. For years, I've immersed myself in the community of people leading this movement, and I'd like to share with you their stories as we rediscover hospitality on a whole new level. My name's Matt Landau, and this is A Sense of Place.
Whoa!
Hi there. Are you my new children?
Because I've spent most of my adult life living abroad, time with my mom is always precious.
Oh, yay.
Remember, you're on a show
You
now.
have this gigantic car.
I know.
Look at this huge vehicle.
So we got all the gear.
You got all the gear? Oh, you have all the gear. Looks like a hearse. Yeah.
Despite the fact that my mom's a cognitive scientist, we don't do anything too intellectual when we're together. More often we sit around and chat, cook, call other members of our family, gossip. And when I suggested we go to San Diego together for the week, she was game. Sunset on the Bay is an iconic 4-bedroom vacation rental with a great big kitchen and tons of living space. Bluewater manages this property for Jeannie Bender, an intriguing owner who earned international prestige writing a children's book series called Lindy Lou. Honoring the personality of an owner in a professionally managed property requires a fine balance. Individualize too much, and the variables make your job too complicated. But sterilize too much, and you essentially become a chain hotel. Striking that balance seems to be something that Bluewater does really well. One of the more courageous characteristics of vacation rental professionals for me is their willingness to open up and welcome virtual strangers into their personal corners of the world. For Paul Becker, the owner of Bluewater, life has never precisely gone as planned.
I started in the bedroom above my garage is where we started it. So we were there for about the first 4 years.
Coming off of a divorce and a collapsed economy and a bout with cancer, Paul found his professional calling in vacation rentals.
I say it all the time, you can have all my secrets, but execution is tough. I learned a long time ago, getting the money is not as important as having the quality of life for your business and your staff. I don't feel that you can offer what we're talking about unless you have staff that are vested in what they're doing and local that understand the community.
Brady, Paul's communication director, would be a key element of our trip. Along with their team of 14, Bluewater is on track to curate the top 100 of San Diego's most illustrious short-term rental properties. I got a deeper view into all this when Paul invited me to go surfing with him and his son Jackson.
This is Paul's son, and apparently one of the most promising surfers in San Diego. Is that right?
I don't know.
That was right. I read in the newspaper this morning.
Between waves in La Jolla, Paul shared with me some of his secrets to success. Simple, yet often overlooked things that any small business should remember. Things like putting the client first, staying proactive as opposed to reactive, and doubling down on good employees. Interpersonal relationships are clearly an important element of Paul's leadership style. Observing how proud he was of his son and his team and the people that he surrounds himself with really underlined the personal side of Paul's life for me. It's something consistent throughout pretty much everything that he does. The most advanced vacation rental businesses use dynamic pricing, much like hotels. In charge of this for Bluewater is Zyra, who, lucky for us, is also a serious foodie. So when casually asking about a place for lunch, she recommended Oscar's,
Oscars.
a local hole-in-the-wall taco restaurant just a few blocks down from the Bluewater office. Zyra recommended we get the seafood tacos, which had smoked tuna, scallops, and shrimp. And it was one of the most unexpected yet delicious tacos I've eaten in my entire life.
The snozberry tastes like snozberry.
What do we want first, tuna, scallop, shrimp, or beef? Before leaving San Diego, my mom and I wanted to host a dinner at our vacation rental to commemorate the real San Diego experience and the honest hustlers who made it possible. We'd serve wine from the Mexico vineyard, beer from Helix, and produce from the local farmers market, as well as seafood from the most insane fish market that we simply discovered through Yelp. We even hired Cam to set up a beautiful bonfire, complete with Adirondack chairs, blankets, and s'mores. And while I don't pretend to know the right or wrong way to usher in the shared economy, it's clear that even in the most contentious of cities, an overarching theme of entrepreneurship, of working for yourself and doing what you love, is unanimously on the rise. As a way to thank Paul and Brady for being that hub, I gifted them a high-definition Logitech webcam, something they could install in their office to communicate all their great personalities with prospective guests. These personalities had opened up a different side of San Diego for my mom and me. It wasn't the side we'd read about on any airplane magazines, but it felt distinctly real and unadorned, something we felt honored to be a part of. Thanks to Bluewater, San Diego's sense of freedom and independence were shared with its visitors too.